This morning I'm going to put together the Grandma's Ham and Swiss pie. And if you watched my grocery haul, I purchased a Kentucky Legend ham, and that's what I'm going to use in this recipe. So I'm going to start out by putting 2 cups of the ham that I diced up in this casserole dish. And it says to use a 9-inch pie plate, but I've made this recipe before and I didn't like how that turned out. To me, it didn't seem like it was big enough, so I actually wound up transferring it from the 9-inch pie plate into this glass casserole dish. So that's what I'm going to use this time because it worked well last time. So go ahead and get your ham layered in the bottom, and then it calls for onion. So if your family will eat chopped onion or diced onion, you can put that on next, but mine will not. So I'm going to mix in onion powder into the filling. So that's the first step. Layer your ham and onion if you desire. Now I'm going to add in the rest of the ingredients. It's 1 cup of grated Swiss cheese, 2 cups of half and half, and then it calls for a pinch of garlic powder. And then if you added your onion, you won't need to do this step. But if your family likes whole onion or diced onion, it's 1/3 cup, but I'm using onion powder, so I'm going to use about a 1/2 teaspoon of the onion powder. Get that last little bit in there. Now, I'm going to add in 4 eggs. Okay, that's the 4 eggs. Then to that, you're going to add a cup of Bisquick or baking mix. That's just Kroger brand baking mix. A couple of pinches of salt. And a couple of, or more than a couple, several cranks of ground black pepper. That's just going to depend on how much pepper and salt you'd like in the recipe. Then we're going to mix this all together. And now, I'm going to stir this all together. I'm going to whisk it together. And then I'm just going to pour this mixture over the ham. And then the recipe doesn't call for this, but I am going to sprinkle some more Swiss cheese over the top. Probably 1/4 cup, because too much cheese is no such thing. And then you're supposed to bake this at 400, and it says for 30 to 40 minutes. The last time I made this recipe, it took longer. So I'll bake it off, and then I'll let you know how long it took for it to get done, and I'll show you the finished product. And here's the finished product, Grandma's Ham and Swiss pie. What I did was I baked this at 400 for about 45 minutes. This one is a little tricky to get done. Sometimes when you check it, you poke a knife or a fork or something in it, it'll still be a little bit runny, so you might need to adjust your temperature, your oven temperature, and you might even want to put some foil on it the last few minutes of baking time if you don't like the top to get crispy, but my family enjoys the crispy top. So anyway, that is Grandma's Ham and Swiss breakfast pie. I'm going to put all the description in the description box below, the complete recipe, so if you want to give it a try, you can. Thanks for watching.